what's the holdup now? Why can't they just say, let's do it?
Yeah, well, there's a huge distrust factor, Emily. You have to keep that in mind as we're talking about this, right? Because a few days ago, Elon said, hey, let's do the original deal at the original price. And Twitter didn't jump on that immediately, which kind of tells you something, right? Because it seemed like the two were kind of meeting where they had originally thought they were going to in April. And today we learned that, there's been a hang up around some of the language in, what Elon ultimately said was that there would be a debt contingency, right? That wasn't in the original agreement. And now he's saying, hey, I have the debt, it's there. And Twitter is basically saying, prove it, show us, because we're not going to sign anything until we have, a legal document here. And so in the last hour or so, the Musk team has said, hey, we want to stay this trial. We want to pause this thing. And the Twitter team just responded not all that long ago, maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, to say, we don't want to do that. And now it's up to the judge as to whether or not they're going to, put this thing on pause or continue.
What's the likelihood the debt contingency would actually become an issue?
That's a great question. And as far as we can tell, a lot of the commitments that Elon got with, these debt commitments from the banks back in April and May, those are, as far as we know, still good. And so Elon has been saying, well, hey, Twitter is essentially dragging their feet. Like there's no reason that this debt isn't going to come through. But, again, if you're Twitter, all you've seen is this guy kind of play games with you and change his mind and flip flop. And so that's where I think this trust thing comes in, right? Is even if there is a high likelihood the debt is indeed there, clearly Twitter is very nervous or uncomfortable with accepting that and moving forward.
Now, it also came out that Musk tried to negotiate a lower price for the deal, and this was, as I understand it, weeks ago. Twitter said no, not surprisingly, but he actually did come back to them earlier than we thought and said, hey, maybe I actually want to do this.
Yeah, his lawyer actually issued a public statement today that said that the two sides had talked about lowering that deal price, which again is $54.20 per share, and that Twitter had actually offered a slightly lower deal. He said that cut billions of dollars off the price, and that Elon ultimately said no because there were other kind of requirements or stipulations with that price reduction. Now, we're kind of at that stage, Emily, where both sides and both lawyers are really kind of throwing everything they can at one another in public here. And so it's a little bit, we're still trying to figure out exactly how that negotiation may have played out. But again, on the record from Elon Musk's lawyer, basically saying Twitter tried to lower this by billions. Musk said no because he didn't like whatever stipulations were included with that.